So let's go ahead and begin by standing at the back of our mat with our feet parallel. Inhale the arms up, reaching towards the sky, feeling that nice openness in the front of the chest where you can breathe easy. Release the arms by the sides. We're going to repeat this twice more. So inhale the arms up, creating length in the spine. And then reaching towards the right, opening up through the left side of the body. And then reaching towards the left, opening up through the right side of the body. Swing the arms a few times. And then interlace the fingers, pressing the palms away from you. Stretching through the shoulders, maybe bringing the arms up overhead, switching the grip, pressing the palms away, maybe bringing the arms up overhead, and then releasing, shaking it out, bending the knees, and then gently bending forward, bending one knee and then the other. Relaxing the head, shaking it no and yes, taking any movements that feel good here in the hips, the knees, the shoulders, the neck. Just loosening up. Gently roll back up to standing. Roll the shoulders back a few times. And then roll the shoulders forward. Inhale the arms up. Bring them to prayer, palms together in front of the heart. Take a nice big step forward with the right foot and bend that knee. We're on the toes of the back leg. And we're going to start to pulse here until we find a nice, comfortable place. And then we can bring our arms up overhead if that feels good. Finding one point for focus as we take the bend out of the knee and then come back into the bend. Inhaling and exhaling. You can bring the hands to the hips and lower that knee down. Bring the palms to the floor underneath the shoulders. And then you can lift the arms back up towards the sky, reaching through the fingertips. Nice smooth inhales and exhales through the nose here. Place the palms back down on the mat underneath of the shoulders. Move that right foot towards the outer edge of the mat, coming into lizard, opening up in the hips. Try and square the shoulders off to the front of the mat, creating length in the spine. Maybe even letting that right knee fall to the side, allowing the inner edge of your right foot to come off the mat. Maybe even gently pressing the knee away from the body and looking over the right shoulder if that feels good. And then when you're ready, you can push back through child's pose, or you can take an up dog and meet me in down dog, or just stay in child's pose until we do our opposite leg. If you want to do down dog, go ahead and take some nice deep breaths there. Otherwise, child's pose is knees wide, toes together, palms reaching forward, head relaxed towards the mat. Resting pose. If you're in down dog, you can bend the knees a few times, and then when you feel ready, looking forward and stepping that left foot towards the top of the mat. We're on the toes of the back leg, and we're going to start to pulse here once we find our balance. Hands on the hips or hands in prayer. Find a point of focus to maintain the balance, and remember not to lose your breath. When you feel ready, you can inhale those arms up, fingers reaching towards the sky. Lowering that right knee. Keep breathing here. And then bring the palms to the floor as we move that left foot towards the outer edge of the mat, coming into lizard on the opposite side. Squaring off our shoulders, allowing the left knee to fall towards the outer edge of the mat. Maybe the inside edge of our left foot comes off the mat. Feeling that stretch in that left hip. Maybe gently pressing our left palm into the knee, looking over the left shoulder. And then placing the palm back down underneath the shoulder. Stepping back, either through all fours into child's pose or coming into low plank, up dog, pressing back through down dog. Take a few breaths here. Continue to maintain that smooth, rhythmic breath in and out through the nose. Relax the face. Looking forward and then stepping that right foot towards the top of the mat. Bending that front leg. Arms out to our sides, parallel to the floor. Reaching the fingers in opposite directions. Gazing over our right middle finger. Warrior two. Reverse warrior, bringing our right arm up towards the sky, allowing that left hand to fall to our outer thigh or maybe behind the back. And then bringing our elbow towards our knee, reaching our arms in opposite directions, feeling that openness in the front of the chest. Taking the bend out of the front leg, coming into triangle. Arms stay the same, reaching in opposite directions. Coming back up to warrior two, front knee bent, arms out by our sides, parallel to the floor. And then bring our palms back down, underneath of the shoulders, coming through all fours into child's pose or taking a low plank into up dog and then down dog. Getting ready to do our opposite leg, go ahead and look forward and then step up with the left foot. Come up to standing and bend that front knee a few times, finding your balance. And when you're ready, bring your arms out by your side, parallel to the floor. Gazing over that left middle finger. release the back arm, reach that left arm up towards the sky, reverse warrior. Elbow towards the knee, right arm reaches up towards the sky. Notice your breath here. Take the bend out of the front leg, coming into triangle, nothing else changes. Continue that nice, smooth, rhythmic breath in and out through the nose. Back up to standing, bending that front knee, warrior two. Now bringing our feet parallel, if we can interlace our fingers behind our back, pulling them down towards the floor as we allow the torso to come forward parallel to the floor using our core. We can bring our palms to the front of our thighs, fingers toward one another to keep that flat back in order to maintain strong legs. So our knees are not bent here, our toes are in a little bit more than our heels. And we only go as far as we can without bending the knees to protect the lower back. So if that means that you're parallel to the floor, that's perfectly fine. Once you find the fullest expression of the pose for today, go ahead and relax that heavy head, giving the neck a break, shaking it out. As we get ready to come up to standing, press through both feet, engage the core, bring up the torso and spin towards the left, bring the palms down, going into child's pose or plank to low plank, to up dog, into down dog. If you're in child's pose or down dog, go ahead and take 3 cycles of breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And then when you're ready, stepping forward to the top of the mat for a forward fold, taking any movements that feel good, bending one knee and then the other, wiggling the hips. Bringing our feet as wide as the mat and coming into a squat and swiveling from heel to toe, opening up more through the hips. Bringing our palms together, using our elbows to open up through the knees. Again, this is a little bit more advanced, so if this is too much for you, you can certainly sit on blocks or on some type of cushion, and it's perfectly fine if your legs are bent at a 90 degree or less. Anything that feels good, we never want any pain. We always want an easy, smooth breath, no matter what position we're in. So now we're going to come up to standing. Both toes are facing forward, left foot in front, squaring off the hips and then bending forward for pyramid pose. If your hands don't quite reach the floor, you can use blocks or a chair. The idea here is to have the back leg straight and the front knee can bend as much as it needs to. We're stretching through the back side of that left leg. Imagining our forehead getting closer to our left knee. Switching sides, right foot in front, squaring off the hips, making sure both hips are facing forward, and maintaining that as we bend forward at the hips, back leg straight, front knee can bend as much as it needs to. And if you have a chair in front of you or a couch, you can put your arms there. And feel that stretch through the back of your right leg. Stepping back into a forward fold. If you are able, stepping on the palms of the hands to pull in opposite directions. If this is not accessible to you, you can stand with your feet a little bit wider and just grab opposite elbows. We're going to get ready to come up to standing. Bringing the arms up overhead on the inhale, exhaling, letting them come through prayer. And you can do that twice more. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. I hope it served you. Love and light. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you soon.